into a long-term commitment, giving you the flexibility to move your belongings out the minute you purchase your new home. Stop by today or give us a call, 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage.
The cool, clean, and secure.
This is Sammy Dixon at the all-new Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. If you haven't had a chance to come see our new state-of-the-art showroom, then there's no better time than right now. While you're here, take advantage of huge savings on new Ford trucks. Get more than $10,000 off on select new F-150s while they last. You must hurry. They're going fast. Over $10,000 off on the best-selling truck in America for 39 straight years. You can also take advantage of money-saving low interest rates on new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Our new bigger showroom means more inventory, and that means bigger savings for you. Come to the house at Good Service Built and buy from Mike Butch Ford, and we'll give you 5 free oil changes while in 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty.
If you're looking for an incredible deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle from the dealer who has always put you first, stop the search. Call the all-new Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear.
This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business.
All right, 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, WIFO-FM in Jessup. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in Jessup, and also brought to you by Jessup Premium Storage out here in the Waycross Highway and Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. And Bob, I think we're talking basketball this morning.
Yeah, we got several guests. First of all, Shirley Armstrong, City Commissioner, has a group of ladies doing some good things, and she has a charity basketball game coming up, and she wants to come in and promote that. So, Ms. Armstrong, appreciate you being here. I think this is your first time on the Butch and Bob Show. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Well, glad you're here.
It's good to have you.
We need a special gift for you know that? You know, first-timers.
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe it.
Tell us what's taking place.
Okay, on Saturday at 11 o'clock, we're going to have a summer explosion for a kickoff for the basketball team tournament. And it's for the whole community. It's not just District 1. It's for everybody. We're just including everybody to have a fun day down at the park at the Martin Luther King City of Jessup Park. And we're going to have food. We're going to be playing games. We're having basketball tournaments. Tyrone McGill, he's going to be over my basketball tournaments. We're going to have the bounce house for the kids. And we just want everybody to come out and just have a fun day. If it don't rain, we're praying that it doesn't rain on us.
And this is when again?
Saturday, May 21st.
Okay.
And we starting at 11 o'clock. And we just going to be there until the food is gone or the rain run us out. But we're praying and hoping it doesn't rain on us.
And once again, the location of it?
Martin Luther King Park on the hill. On the hill, everybody knows on the hill.
All right.
Right there at Hickory Street Park.
Hickory Street Park.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I just found out the new name, it was Martin Luther King City Park. But
what was it before?
What is it for?
No, what was the name before, wasn't it?
All I've ever known was Hickory Street Park.
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to have a fun, plan to have a fun day there for all of the kids and for everybody, old and young. If you feel like you can play basketball, come out. Tyrone will take you on and put you on the team.
I can watch basketball. I can watch it pretty good.
But we're going to take some of the seniors if they want to come
She's
out.
saying I'm a senior. I am.
If we want to take some of the seniors, we're going to have a senior team too if they want to come. And I think this would be a good thing for all of the politicians. We're inviting all politicians who can and will come out. Right. Give them a chance to meet everybody.
Now, how's this a fundraiser? How do you raise the funds on this?
I'm taking donations from anybody that would give us a donation.
All right, it's just donations.
Strictly by donation.
You want to, but donations.
Strictly by donations. We're going to have a few gifts for the winners, but it's strictly donation. Basically out of my pocket. Well, I've had some people to give me some donations and stuff, and some still got it out there. I got to come to you. Don't just fold it up and put it in your pocket. I got to come back to you to get my donation.
Okay, and once again, it begins at 11 o'clock. Do you have just one game, several games?
No, it's going to be 4 or 5 games. That's how many that comes up.
Okay. So,
and he said it's going to be a 4-on-4. I don't know nothing about basketball.
Well, Coach Cotton, you want to tell them what 4-on-4 is?
4-on-4, and when you get 4 people versus 4.
Okay.
Okay. Instead of having the normal 5 out there, you have 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not a sports fan, so I don't know nothing about sports.
Okay, so 4-on-4, and it's not, you say it's a tournament. Is it winners going to play winners, or how does that work? Or are you just going to have 4 or 5 different games?
I think he's going to have the winner play the losers, and the losers just keep on. I don't know.
Just keep going on. Okay. So
we're just going
to
have a fun time.
So get 3 or 4 of your buddies out there and come out there and play basketball and see how good you are.
Yeah, I'll take you and Bob on.
Oh, I'm sure you can beat us. Shirley Armstrong this morning. I like your shirt there. You're a city commissioner, but it says City of Jessup in action.
I'm glad you asked. I call them the A-Team, but the City of Jessup in action is a group of women's and men's. We just gonna be out there to help whomever, wherever. And when you see these little teal T-shirts or shirts out there, don't be mean to us, please.
All right, teal T-shirt, same colors as Jacksonville
And it's
Jaguars.
gonna have that on there. And what we're doing is working with the Girls and Boys Club. Now, this sounds biased. I keep saying Girls and Boys Club, I guess because I'm a girl.
You're a girl, right?
But it's Girls and Boys Club. They're going to be working there with them. We go to the farmer's market and we work with Miss Debbie there at the farmer's market. We do whatever we can do out there to help the customers out when they come in. And we're going to be in other places. We're just getting started. We're a new group, but we're just getting started. And you'll probably be seeing us around some everywhere.
Who could be part of that group?
Anybody.
Anybody. I didn't know if it was an age thing on there.
No, it's not an age
Anybody.
thing. It's not an age
It's
thing.
just a volunteer group to go out there and help different things.
Right,
Here
and
in
it's
Jessup,
not
Wayne
just
County.
in District 1. It's created through me, but it's not just for District 1. It's for
the entire
whomever.
county,
So
yeah.
it's just a community thing. And right now, we got 2 men's and about 6 women, 7 women that's working with us.
All right. Bob, you had that on the news the other day. Yeah. Yeah. Good thing that you were doing there, Commissioner Armstrong, putting that together for volunteers to get together to go out there and do different things here in the Jessup area to help folks out.
Right. So we'll be all around town once we really get organized and just go and do whatever we want to do.
If folks want to find out more about this charity basketball tournament on Saturday, do you have a phone number, website, anything that folks can go to find out more in advance?
You can go to Facebook. Tyrone and myself is on Facebook with it. My phone number is 912-424-1282.
Let me write this down.
1282.
1282?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And anybody wants to bring us a donation, they can bring it because it's sponsored by me. And just the city, we just want to go down to the park and have a good time because summer school is out as of tomorrow. And we just want to throw off a good time for the kids starting them off.
Okay, and that's this Saturday, this basketball tournament. The funds go to where? The proceeds from the charity event go to what?
It comes to me and we put it right into this to help fund it. And it might be another basketball game or something
Okay,
like that.
you said it was a charity fundraiser. I didn't know if you had a particular
No, it's
function.
not a charity
this
fundraiser.
event.
It's just
This event to put on a
Just
fun
an
event for
event.
the kids and adults.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it goes right back in the tournament for the prizes and all that kind of stuff.
Buying trophies or the neck bands or whatever, we just gonna put it back into that.
Basically, for the community to come together for a basketball tournament outside there on Hickory Hill there and have fun, and then funds go right back in the tournament to just for folks to get together and have fun.
Right, just to come together and have fun, and we're looking for it to be a good time.
Okay.
This is the first time that it's happened down at the park, so we're really looking for it to be a good time.
And it's once again, the name of the park now is called
Martin Luther King City of Jessup Park. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
what road is that? It's on Hickory Road, I guess.
It's on Hickory Street,
Hickory Street.
Next to New Life Church.
Okay, right next to New Life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good to me. And we got more guests coming in here. We've got a candidate for judge coming in, just coming in right now. We'll be with him in a moment.
It's for everybody. Whoever come, bring your chair because we're not having any chairs. We don't have any bleachers out there for you. So if you don't bring your chair, you're just going to have to stand around.
Bring your lawn chair. Sit there and watch, play, have fun. Just have fun.
Just have a good time Saturday. And our time prevents on the weather.
Right. And it starts at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. You can go on if you'd like. We got another guest, or you just want to stay with Coach Cotton, or you can go on and go do your thing.
I don't think he need no support.
He don't need the support. Yeah, he's leaving us.
Thank you.
All right, Bob.
I just want to get Coach Cotton in here. Coach Cotton's got a basketball camp coming up. Plus, we announced this weekend sports that he's still got a new job at Dodge County, so he's leaving us and hate to see him go, but we understand. But wish you the best of luck, but appreciate you coming in. Just want to get you to promote the Shaquille Morgan basketball camp, which you're still going to run before you leave. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, correct. It's going to be 4th annual Shaquille Morgan camp. It's going to be the May 31st through June the 2nd. And the mission is $40.
Okay, and where's it going to take place at?
It'll take place at the gym at the high school, Wayne County High.
Okay, all ages?
All ages. So, from 8 to 18.
Okay, so how do they sign up?
Yes.
Do they
They
sign
can
up?
get in touch with the girl coach, Coach Hobbs.
Kayla Hobbs.
Yes.
Okay. Or get in touch with you? Or
No, get in touch with her right now.
Her.
Yes.
Well, tell us about your decision to leave and head to Dodge. How'd that come about?
Well, it came about, I'm going to be straight to the point that, first of all, I would like to say Wayne County did no one run Robert Cott Jr. off. It was something that is a professional move that I have been thinking about, for the last year. And first of all, I want everybody to know that Wayne County, not only Wayne County, but the whole community have been good to me. And I've been treated real well. I loved it here. It just feel like that I failed the community. I failed the kids. And there are only two type of people in the world. There are winners and losers. And I'm a winner. And I went 33 and 68 out of 4 years. I had a good group of guys that came out every day that gave me their all. Now, I have to say, there's some very, very good kids here. But, we still got a lot of things that got to work on to improve. But two things that attracted me to go to Dodge, I wasn't even interested. I had considered myself going to be another year here at Wayne. But have a close friend of mine, Roy Ryden, called over to Dodge and put my name in the hat. So then they got in touch with me. Well, the two most important things that made me make that decision, I went home to Alabama for Mother's Day to put a flower on my mother's grave. So I took my grandson with me. So as we were headed back to drop him back off, and he said, "Papa, why are you leaving me? Why are you leaving?" So he's only 6 years old. So that had been a wear and tear on me mentally. And when I went to interview at Dodge, and I went inside the gym, they have a 5th period girl basketball class. They also have a 6th period boys basketball class. So, hey, it's unbelievable. You can't beat it. You can also be developed in the morning at 6 a.m. And I'm going to develop them for that period during the day. We can go to study hall after school, then get in another hour after girls get through practice. I could be at home by 6 or 6:30 watching the local news.
So you're not getting the heck out of Dodge. You're going to Dodge.
To Dodge.
All right. So you're going to be heading up there. When will you first start your first day up there?
Hey, I'm already up there. I went up there Monday for spring football. I went up there yesterday for spring football and have about 60 guys out there, and also going to be coaching football. I'm going to be with the receivers, and the coach told me, "Hey, Coach Cotton, we're going to be running the ball 80% of the time. So my receiver's job is to block, block, block."
Any luck in the school system looking for a replacement for you for the head basketball coach here, the boys team here in Wayne County?
Oh, yes, we have a good one right there on deck, and I hope they go with that young man.
All right. Got one on deck, but no final approval yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Coach, it's been fun over the last several years. I enjoyed working with you. Appreciate you being here on the show. Like I said, you've always been accessible. You always come to the show. Always informative. So, like I said, enjoyed watching your teams play hard. So, I said, wish you well.
Hey, last time I was saying to go Wayne County, and like I said, two things I always believe in: the discipline and the Bible. You never let me down.
But we know how you incorporated discipline into the basketball program there.
Yes.
And how much you cared for your kids there, for the boys there on that boys basketball team, and for the other sports, the football that you coached and so forth.
Yes.
So, Coach Cotton, we wish you the best.
And I love y'all, Wayne County, and hey, I'm always going to be able to come back home.
All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. We've got another guest in here, a candidate for circuit judge. He's going to be on the air in just a moment.
Congratulations to the Wayne County High School class of 2016. The following businesses, individuals, and organizations salute you on your accomplishment and send best wishes for the future. Altamaha Baptist Church salutes Haley Renee McCallion, Jeffrey Lee McIntosh Jr., Jessica Britt McLeod, Kevin Reed McCready, Dimitri Dion Menifee, Jacqueline Alexandra Leanne Mercer, Gary Khalil Anthony Merritt, Macy Blair Miller, Austin Clay Mitchell, Thomas Joseph Mockler, Patton Jacob Moore, Riley Elimus Moore, Caleb Alexander Morgan, Caleb Nicholas Mosley, Madison Nicole Murphy, Alan Lee Nile, Brian Wesley Nipper, Junara Latreya Nixon.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob show for this Thursday morning, 19th day of May. It's 8:21. And the election continues on. The big day is on Tuesday, because coming up Tuesday, of course, early voting has been going on for the last 2.5 weeks. We've got another candidate in here this morning for office. And Bob, you want to introduce him?
Sure. Mr. Richard Taylor, running for Superior Court Judge. Again, this race is a two-candidate race between Mr. Taylor and Mr. Burt Guy, who we had on the show earlier, but first time we've had Mr. Taylor in. Mr. Taylor, good to see you. Appreciate you being here on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for Superior Court Judge.
I'm 53 years old. I've practiced law for 30 years. I've tried every kind of case that there is, and it's time.
It's time. Let's move to that next level. Huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you had an interest in being a judge in the past in any type of way?
Yes, sir. I ran 8 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. And so now that you're ready for position, one of the person for opposition on this, tell us a little bit about your history, who you are, where you're from, your credentials, things of that sort.
I went to the University of Georgia.
Yes.
Got a bachelor's of business administration in 1983 and went to the University of Georgia Law School and got a Juris Doctorate in 1985. I got my first job with Glenn Thomas Jr. as an assistant DA here in the Brunswick Judicial Circuit, where I served for 3 years. I was elected solicitor of Glenn County for 20 years. That's 4-year consecutive terms. I ran for judge unsuccessfully 8 years ago. At the same time, I was solicitor, and since then, the last 27 years, I've also had a private practice where I've tried all kind of cases and represented ordinary folks just like me.
Okay, and you live in Brunswick, correct?
I do, but I have pledged that if, and that is an if, I'm elected, that I would seek to put my office either in Jessup or Baxley, simply because they have no sitting Superior Court judge in those counties. Camden has 1 Superior Court judge's office. Glenn has 3, so they don't need any more. Jeff Davis has 1, and there's none in Wayne County, and there's none in Appling County. So whoever would have me, that's where I'd be.
That's where you want to put your office as circuit judge if you're elected.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a big district, five counties in the circuit, so how's the campaign going? I mean, how are you getting around?
Very positive. It's on the state level, it's, I believe, the largest geographic circuit in the state of Georgia. Not population-wise, obviously, but geographically, I believe it's about 180 miles from Florida line to Jeff Davis, Telfair County.
Taylor's a familiar name in Glenn County. We used to have a Superior Court judge for my favorite, Glenn Taylor. You're not related to him by any chance, are you?
No, but I tried many cases, including the death penalty case, in front of him, and he was soft-spoken and carried a big stick.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite judges of all. I said, taught me a lot. I said, I used to love going to his courtroom. And I said, when the trial was, the jury would deliberate, we'd go outside. He'd give me all kinds of insight. I learned a lot from Glenn Taylor. So one of the best judges around. Still miss him, but I said, just wonder if you were related to him by any chance. But you know him. What do you know the other judges in the circuit since you?
I know them all. I went to law school with Steve Kelly, so I've known him the longest. We've got some fine judges. I've tried cases in front of all of them.
All right. So, well, I guess you're glad that only 2 people in a race will be decided on May 24th, and no runoff or anything like. So both are in the Republican ticket. Is that correct?
It's nonpartisan. It'll be on both ballots, and you could actually ask for a nonpartisan ballot if you weren't voting on either party.
Okay. Well, like I said, we've been reporting every day on how well the early voting's gone here. How about the other counties? Have you been able to determine how the early voting's going in the other circuits?
Low. It's been low in the other counties. It's been my information.
Been real good here.
It's been good. We got 3
hotly contested.
3 hotly local races. Yeah.
You got 3 people running for clerk of court. That kind of helps. And like I said, you got a contested sheriff's race as well. So a lot of interest in the local races here. So, but again, if you get elected, like I said, you're going to put an office. What will make it the final decision? Will you flip a coin between Baxley and Wayne, or how will that work?
Whoever will have me.
Whoever will have you. Okay. What does the county have to put up in order to get an office here? Do they have to get involved in any type of way?
I'm not sure. I'm sure that there's some kind of way or some kind of system to do it. I imagine it would start with the chief judge and then the county commission.
Okay. Well, I know that for the DA's office, the county has to put monies into it. So I didn't know for Circuit for the Superior Court judge, if they have to do anything from that standpoint, or you can just hang your shingle out somewhere.
I don't know.
You're not quite sure yet, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so tell us a little bit about the responsibilities and duties of a Superior Court judge, just for, because there's all different type of judgeships out there in a sense. What does a Superior Court judge do? What kind of cases do they look over and judge on?
Well, it's the primary trial court in the state of Georgia. They try major felonies or all felonies. They're the only court that a death penalty case can be tried in. They handle all domestic matters, divorces, child custody, child support, adoptions, your basic personal injury suits, business disputes, civil lawsuits like that. As long as it's on the state level. If it were federal level, it would obviously go to federal court. But it's the major trial court in the state of Georgia.
And also divorce cases, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's interesting to talk to judges that have been on for a few years and they've had to rule in cases with divorce. They said it makes criminal law and look easy sometimes. And so, Superior Court judge, and who are the other Superior Court judges right now?
Well, the chief judge come the first of the year. Well, right now the chief judge is Judge Wilkes, but with him taking senior status, it'll be Stephen Scarlett. And then you have Tony Harrison, whose main office is in Woodbine. And then you have Steve Kelly and Roger Lane. And let's see, who am I forgetting?
Who's he forgetting, Bob?
We have three in Glen. We got Roger Lane, Steve Kelly, Steve Scarlett, Tony Harrison, and Judge Wilkes. That's
the five right there.
Right.
Judge Wilkes is stepping down, but he thinks he's gone to senior judge status, right?
If you know him, he'll work just as hard.
Right. But I ask the question all the time, what do you think makes a good judge? What are the qualities for a good judge?
Honesty and integrity and the willingness to work hard.
How does a person go from being an attorney, like you're in private practice, even though you've been a solicitor for many years over in Glenn County, to be a judge? Is there like a training period that you have to go to in Atlanta somewhere? How do you learn to be a judge and go from one side of the bench to the other side?
30 years of hard knocks.
So lots of experience, and then you got to make decisions on so many different type of cases that affect so many different people.
Well, you have to enforce the law. You don't make the law.
Right. Okay. So, because it's interesting to sit there in court sometimes, and you hear the defense attorneys, and you hear the defendant's attorneys, and different situations like that, and you got their opinion over here, and you got the opinion over here, and both of them are quoting cases and all that kind of stuff, and then the judge has to sit there and make a decision on all that information coming into them. So it's interesting how y'all do that, as the judges do. Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah. So, what do you do next? When you leave here today, you going anywhere in town? You heading back to Brunswick? What you going to do today?
I think I'll go to the Liars Club.
You're going to the Liars Club. All right.
And listen and laugh.
You've got some good information that you gave us here when you came in, a little bit about who you are. You got a little card here. You got a bio and your information and your choice as a Superior Court judge, you, Richard Taylor, and then Burt Guy, and y'all's experiences in education, what y'all done in the past, and then another sheet here that it looks like an ad. Tell us a little bit why folks should vote for Richard Taylor for judge here in Superior Court judge.
Well, one is experience. Two is the number of jury trials that I've tried. One of the major things that a Superior Court judge has to do is be able to administer the jury selection, whether it be civil or criminal, and handle the jurors and make sure that their time is not wasted. Now, the clerk has a great deal to do with that also. And make sure, like I said, that the time that the jurors spend in court is not wasted sitting around waiting on this, waiting on that. I've said that perhaps we could use a staggered system and bring a number of jurors in first and then some maybe in the afternoon rather than bringing all of them in at once. People are missing work to be there. So they don't want to just sit for 2 or 3 hours not knowing what's going on.
I agree with that. Bob, questions, comments for Richard Taylor this morning?
Like I said, there's not many issues.
Not issues you can talk
It's
about
hard
with a judge.
It's hard to ask a candidate for a judge. Like I said, basically comes down to who people think will be a better judge. Like I said, to me, the qualities, and I said, I always say quality is timeliness. One thing that bothers people, you show up for jury selection and the judges seem to be on their own time. People just sit around and wait, and they're like, we got more important things to do. If you're going to start at 9 o'clock, let's start at 9 o'clock. Sometimes it doesn't start till 9:20, 9:30, and people just, that's to me, I say timeliness is always an important thing for a judge.
I would agree.
Appreciate you being here. Like I said, nice to meet you.
Anything else that y'all would like to add? We have a hard time interviewing folks running for judges sometimes because there's not a lot of different issues to talk about there other than your experience and what you plan on doing as a judge.
Well, my campaign folks always tell me you need to talk about your experience, Richard. You've had some death penalty experience and your opponent has not. You've practiced law 15 years longer than he has. You're older than he is. I have grown children. I have one left at home and 3 out of the house. That's very important if you're going to have someone deciding family issues. Is someone that has raised children. I have 4. And I practiced law 15 years longer than he has. And I've tried hundreds of jury trials, not just bench trials, but hundreds of jury trials.
Okay, so experience is what you're talking about is one of the reasons why folks would vote for you, Richard Taylor. You're appealing to folks here in Wayne or Appleton County by saying that you're going to put your office in one of those counties there if you become elected judge, and accessible. You said that you're going to be open to listening to people. Is that right?
Absolutely. And I pledge, if elected, that I will put my office here in Wayne or Baxley, whoever will have me.
Whoever have you. Looking for a place to. So maybe one of them will step forward if you're elected. So you've only got a few more days left before the election. You've had early voting going on. You said it's been the voting's been slow, early voting in other counties, but here in Wayne County, of course, has been pretty good because of the local elections. What do you do between now, this Thursday, and next Tuesday to try to get more of the message out to folks why they should vote for you, Richard Taylor?
Where there are 2 people, I'm willing to be there to meet with them.
So if someone wants you, you'll show up, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other comments or questions or anything? Got any more information, Bob? Anything for Richard? Richard, you called us up. You wanted to come on the show. How did you hear about coming on the show?
Jeff Kilgore, my campaign co-chairman, told me about it, and Bob Smith, local attorney, told me about it and said you definitely need to ask to be on, and they will probably let you on, and you need to get your message out.
Okay, well, you're on the air live right now on 105.5. You're also on our website at bigdogcountry.com. You're also on our free app that folks can download from their app store. They just go to it and put in Big Dog WYFO and download the app. Plus, the show is being video recorded, the camera up there, and it'll be downloaded today on our website at bigdogcountry.com so folks can watch and listen to you once again if they missed any parts of it there on bigdogcountry.com. But we do appreciate you coming over. We've got good working relationships with all the judges that are in this district. We've known them, most of them, before they even became judges, and so forth. But we do appreciate you coming over so folks can hear why they should vote for you and the information about you so you can get across to the public out there, because it's hard to get that message out to some folks, and it's a little difficult sometimes in a little 30-second clip. So we'd like to have all the candidates on the Butch and Bob show.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Bob, anything else? Richard, anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck at the Liars Club this morning. We'll pray for you. All right. Richard Taylor, candidate for judge for the Superior Court Judge district here in this area. 835, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Myford's Ford and Blackshear, Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway, and by Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in downtown Jessup. Coming up in just a moment, your weather forecast.
The Memorial Day savings event is happening now with America's appliance experts at your local Sears hometown store in Jessup. Now through Wednesday, May 25th, save 40% or more on appliance doorbusters and up to 30% on all other appliances. With America's appliance experts, our knowledgeable associates are ready to find exactly the product you need. These savings won't last long, so stop by your local Sears Hometown store in Jessup today. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Your Sears Hometown store in Jessup.